Dun, 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 dun.
Think of this as the horror version of JEXI, which I did cover previously on this channel. At this point, I don't know if this is the video that's going up first or if it's JEXI. I'm still kind of behind in getting stuff uploaded, so I'm working through it. If it's not up yet, it's coming. But I did cover the film, and essentially, for those of you who don't know that one, it looked funny. I mean, it did look a bit crude in parts, but it looked like it was a really funny film. I was very interested in seeing it, and I think at least the concept is great. If you're not familiar with it, it's essentially about a man who has a very tight relationship with his phone, a very, almost romantic one. And his phone, in that case, has the voice of Rose Byrne. It's so funny. But very much the two of them are intertwined, and that phone really does control his life. It's hilarious. It's more, I think it's kind of a toxic romantic relationship. I mean, if your phone's telling you, I need to spend every minute with you, you can't ever leave me, I'll never leave you. It's kind of, again, it's that one, though, it was comedy. It was presented as a silly idea. And, they delivered of it, at least from the trailer, where that was concerned. This is definitely a horror version. So it's essentially the same idea, just a different presentation, and with far different effects. So A.M.I, as they're calling it, basically A.M.I, I'm assuming that stands for, normally it'd be like AI, artificial intelligence. They're calling it, in this case, artificial machine intelligence, probably just so they can give it a person's name. It works, A.M.I. So instead of JEXI, we have A.M.I, and A.M.I is not as nice. So this is a new horror thriller, and this is what it says on IMDb for what you can expect for this film. A 17-year-old girl forms a codependent relationship with an artificial intelligence on her phone and goes on a murderous rampage. Do you see how this can be kind of a bit of a toxic relationship? But again, it's not more so for laughs. This is for terror. So we'll see how this goes. Again, I think the concept's great. I hope it doesn't get too bloody, because that trailer is a bit gruesome. It's very artistically done. It's just a bit gross for my liking. So we'll see where this goes. All right. As always, we're going to watch the first trailer for A.M.I, or A.M.I. I'm not sure what the exact name is. Feel free to comment down below if you know how to accurately pronounce the name of this film. And we're going to talk about it more in my condensed review segment, following us watching the video together. Okay, let's take a look at A.M.I. Here we go. There we go.
How are your headaches?
The medication is...
How have you been feeling lately?
I feel... sometimes...
That the phone?
Angry?
That mapped her face.
You're sexy.
Okay, who is that? It's like Siri, but you can customize.
I'd be tossing the phone at that point. That's like a very evil voice. There's a reason I don't use AI, by the way.
Hello, I am Amy.
Wow, you sound just like her.
Like who?
My mother.
Mother?
Oh, that's creepy. That's scanning for, your history to better understand. Oh, this, this is going to have the effect of, Ratter. I'll explain that at the end, what I'm seeing here.
He doesn't deserve you. Neither of them do.
Derek.
Or she's trying to burn the
I
phone.
just know he's gonna hurt you again.
I've been a little worried about Cassie.
Where's Sarah?
I was one of the prettiest looking axe blades I've ever seen. I've never seen them that
You need
glossy.
to kill her.
My mother.
Don't listen to your phone.
Did you tie that guy up in duct tape?
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh, that's creepy. If someone was actually looking to convince me to not use artificial intelligence, this would definitely work on me. I've already made the decision. I hate AI. I've said this previously. It's why I've covered different films well, not films. In fact, I'm actually thinking of a TV show, but called Next. It was on Fox. I don't think it was renewed for a second season, disappointingly, because the show looked really great from a first season standpoint, at least looking at the trailers. I haven't got a chance to see it yet, but pretty much I think at this point, AI is completely overrated, and I keep asking myself, at this point, we've seen how many sci-fi films at this point over the years where AI runs amok, okay? Age of Ultron, Terminator, Next. Where is it going? Look at A.M.I for potential proof. can have your loved one's voices and convince you that, oh, it's like, it's your mom. But it's not your mom. It's some murderous phone app. It's a really bad idea. But I like how they mention... Okay, well, actually, let me go back on this. I'll mention what I was going to say in a minute. But this might be a bit more violent for my taste than I'm really liking. It looks like it's going to go there. I mean, the introduction was good. I think to have this app, which looks so traditional in terms of presentation, it looks like a very Blue Siri. Very basic, though, in terms of the construction for the film. Maybe they keep it cheaper. But I love how you're kind of like plunging down this like cyberspace network, almost like Ultron in a way. You know, some of the sequences with like Ultron combating with Jarvis over like tech control in that cyberspace area. It kind of reminded me of that. He was navigating for different files, trying to understand like what the Avengers were doing, and blah blah blah. It's essentially what it's the same thing. You're just looking at somebody's personal history of, mother, history, loving, nurture, caring. So you're coming up with all these different words and then tries to find the voice to specify to actually make it sound like mom. It's really creepy. But if mom is telling this girl to go out and commit violent acts, that's really dangerous. And it does look like, again, it's going to get kind of gruesome. So we'll see. I'll be reading some content reviews ahead of time to just know what I can expect. Oh, on that side note, though, as I pointed out, that axe blade, I have never seen an axe blade look that pristine silver. I've never seen that. They're always, to me, like they look like they've been used. I've never seen one with so much sparkliness. But like I said, I like how they mentioned this midway through the trailer. Let's see if I can find the actual quote. It's from Eric Morgat, Strange Aeon's Radio. You'll want to put down your phone to watch this one. Is this going to have the effect of Ratter? Like I said, and some of you might be like, what's that movie? It came out a couple years ago. I understand probably many people haven't seen it yet, which, you know, it's usually the case with me. I tend to watch films that nobody else sees, and then they look at me weird, like, why would you watch that? I've never heard that movie. I'm like, well, maybe you should. Maybe you should look more extensively like I do. But Ratter is an excellent film. It's very well done. I do have some content issues with it in parts, but in terms of the effect, it's basically about a home invasion told through the digital space. Rather than somebody actually running into your home, which would be traditional, it's more so someone invading through tech space. It's really well done in terms of that presentation and going along that plot line. Beautifully filmed, beautifully structured. And it does, at the end, I'll tell you, the minute it ended, because of where it went, no spoilers, but it will shake you up. It will drive you crazy, and you'll want to never use technology again. That is the effect it had on me. I'm literally sitting there going, I don't want to open my door. I literally got up in the chair immediately when I was done watching. I went and checked all my doors to make sure nobody was hiding. It was crazy. But I'm telling you, it psyched me out, and it gets credit for that. It's so well done. So will this have the same effect? I don't know. Maybe. Again, I'm going to wait to see, you know, what I can expect in terms of the content reviews when I can read them to know what I'd be going into. But I like the pitch. I really like the pitch. And I think there are points to this where I'm like, you know, this is actually very well done. I think the first time my phone was telling me, you know, that I looked a certain way, I'd be throwing it away. It's like, who's spying on me? Who's talking? I wouldn't believe it's like some AI software. I would think it's probably somebody spying for my phone, like some malware virus or something, or someone hacked into the camera. But there is a real creepy factor. And again, the presentation of this is very well done. So I will give them credit for that. But again, I'll wait to see, you know, what it will look like if I end up actually watching the film. But it was certainly a very interesting experience, nonetheless, at least watching the trailer. But what do you guys think about A.M.I? Let me know down below. Don't forget all the good stuff, like us, ring that bell. And do you hate AI as much as I do? Does this not make you ever want to use AI? So this isn't changing my mind. I mean, I still don't use AI other than when I'm in the car and I don't want to touch my phone because I want to drive. And like, hey Siri, switch the track or something. I have to shout at Lily so she'll hear me. AI is just... Smartphones are not that smart, and AI, quite frankly, is just so dumb. It's so pointless. I don't care for it. In this case, you know, if AI can make you go on a murder spree, I think most people probably can be like, nope, I'm out. But again, let me know your thoughts down below, as well as, you know, if you're a fan of AI or not. And until we look at, I believe there's another trailer we're going to look at, but maybe we'll get a bit more of a look at it. Or what if we get to watch it? It's the first time. I'll see you guys at that point. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Love your fun, man. God bless and peace.